Let's now connect with Mayank Parekh, Chief Operating Officer with Maruti, which is India's biggest passenger car company. Mayank, good morning and thank you for joining us, Mayank. In a tough environment, Maruti has managed to do extremely well. So what is the secret sauce? Better distribution, better products, or better service?
I think thanks, Nikunj. Good morning to you. I think all of these, this is not, I can't say it's only one of these. All these three plus many more things which make us do well in the last year. Apart from the new product distribution, which you said, I think the whole marketing strategy we changed over the last couple of years. So one is that while we knew that there's an overall slowdown and this will affect our market, but the whole idea was we played on the diversity of this country. Idea being that while overall there could be a slowdown, there will be some niches, some pockets of market which will do well. And whole thing we did last year was this. In fact, you'll be surprised. Last year we worked on 370 such small niche markets, which gave us a sale of more than 60,000 in the year, which is substantial. So whole premise was that instead of just complaining about what's going wrong, let's find out in pockets what is right and target that. That was one strategy which I think did very well. Another Nikunj which did very well for us was our focus on exchange. You know, last year because of this slowdown and general sentiments being bad, even at the beginning of the year we knew that the first time buyer there will be decline, and predictably so it declined by almost 7%. So alternate was, can we really accelerate the process of exchange? And we have a brand called Maruti True Value. So exchange last year for us grew by 15%, and just to give numbers in perspective, the new car market overall declined by 6%. Of course, Maruti grew by about 1%, but our used car, the exchange grew by 14%. That helped us in selling more new cars also. I can just keep on going. So we changed the complete track of how we market the products. We started something called database marketing. You know, we have got a database of almost 9 million Maruti customers, and we track them, their buying habits, and when they change their cars and what they do with their products. And we can actually using some predictive methodology, predict when they are ripe for change of cars. So again, contact them. So despite a slowdown, I think that helped us. And when the upside happens, I think it will do very well for us. More importantly, yes, new product. We launched Celerio on 6th Feb, and in fact, we are very worried that we are launching in a very not so good time, but it turned out to be so good. We are today sitting on more than 35,000 bookings. There are back orders, and we are trying to augment the capacity. So yes, the game has changed, and so have we. So that is giving results.
Mayank, hi, morning. Congrats on the Celerio launch. Seems like a big hit. What's the waiting period?
Oh, don't embarrass me. I think it is high. For automatic, I think it should be around more than 6 months, and I'm not at all happy, and I really like to apologize to our customers for this huge wait, and we are trying to increase the supply. For the automatic variant, it could be more than 6 months or so.
But is the Celerio success coming at the cost of other models?
No, that is something I think very important question you asked, Nikunj. In fact, when we launched, this is one constant worry we have, whether this product will cannibalize our existing products. In fact, this is not new. Since early 2000, we have been following a strategy of multiple products in the same segment, like Alto K10, we have Alto Wagon, we have Wagonar, then Celerio, Swift and Ritz. So always we have multiple products in same segment. And idea being that when a customer comes, he should be given a choice within Maruti stable to buy one product or the other. And to answer a very straight question to you, we were actually worried whether it will cannibalize with some of our existing entry-level cars, but so far nothing. So which is a very good news for us.
What is your current market share? Because the hallmark for Maruti has been that in a tough environment at a time when you got what, 13, 14 players, your market share is intact.
Okay, the last fiscal, that is fiscal 14, we gained market share by almost 2.8%, stands at 42 point something now. But this is all inclusive. If you take the old definition of market share, which is only passenger car, in passenger car our market share is around 50%.
Mike, what's the sense
another interesting thing, which is, hello?
Yeah, go ahead.
See, if we split the market in diesel and petrol, this is very important. Now today almost 50% market, 53% is diesel and 47% is petrol. In petrol segment, our market share is 62%. 62%. Yes, diesel our market share, because we are not so strong in SUV segment, is around 35 or so. So that is something which we need to really work on going forward.
Mayank, your March sales have been pretty decent as opposed to what the industry analysts were expecting. But on ground, tell us what's the situation when it comes to customer footfalls and the conversion rate, and do you hope to see any pickup post-elections?
Yeah, first part is, March, in fact, March our reported sale was the only wholesale, but the customer sale was much higher. In fact, we sold 131,000 vehicles in March to customers, which is second highest ever, so which was very good. Now everybody is bidding on the elections. So it is like this, the customers' latent demand is huge. Every month I get almost 600,000 customers coming and inquiring about cars. Typically in a good time, almost 20-25% of them should end up buying. But that is not happening now because customers are holding back. So yes, everybody, including me, hopes that once election happen and some sort of stability comes through, the market should really go up sharply.
Mayank, criticism what Maruti has always attracted is that, Maruti has got great entry-level cars, very strong market presence in the mid-market segment, but hardly anything in the luxury market. The SUV launch has not also really shaken up the entire SUV market. Why is that? Why is that Maruti is only restricted to two categories?
Yeah, I think, Nikunj, very interesting question. It is not a question which we have not really thought of. First, we are not there in SUV. We have an MPV called Ertiga, which is the largest selling car in its segment. Yes. Now coming to bigger cars, yes, we are not there, and our earlier attempts have not been really, not set the markets on fire, I admit that. But we'll surprise the market very soon.
I want to talk about the Gujarat plant, Mayank. By when do you expect an outcome on the Gujarat plant issue, and what kind of timeline do you think, will it take for all the approvals to really come in?
I think you are asking the wrong person, but the thing is like this. Today we already have a capacity of 1.5 million in Gujarat, in Gurgaon and Manesar. And last year we sold, let's say, around 1.16, so let's say 1.2 million. So there's a huge capacity of 300,000 lying there. So it will make no sense to put up, to really start production from there till this capacity utilized. So all depends on how the markets pan out, how it grows, and then we'll, in its own sweet time, we'll come out with that. As far as Gujarat issue is concerned, I think you should talk with our corporate communication.
So after how many years you would actually be requiring the Gujarat plant to meet up the demand? Right now, you got enough demand, less capacity, next 2 years are taken care of. But then what happens after that?
No, today we have less demand and more capacity. Capacity is 1.5, demand is 1.2, so we have more capacity. And the way market last year, there was in fact a market decline of 6%. This year, we don't think market will grow for more than 5 to 7%, because first half I don't think there will be growth. Second half, festival season onwards, I could see some sort of growth coming. So for the year, it could have pan out to 5 to 7%. So it will take quite a while actually.
Mayank, so give us a rough estimate in terms of what sort of volume growth can we expect from you for FY15, and do you think it could be a significant scale up that one can expect?
I think, Aisha, a very interesting question you asked, and honestly I wish I knew. But what I understand, what I expect, I can share with you. See, the last year, the fiscal 13 market grew by around 1%. Last year it declined by 6%. So definitely it will not be -6 this year, it will be plus. Plus I think in the range of 5 to 7%. Second half you could see a real good growth. First half could be lukewarm or bad.
Okay.
So 5 to 7% for the fiscal.
Okay. Now, even though the current car market has got multiple challenges, there are not too many discounts on the offer. In fact, most of the existing car companies are offering exchange scheme. No one is really offering a deep discount. Do you think now it's a matter of time we could see a big price war in the passenger car market, because Maruti is growing, others are not growing, and they will feel the pain, and they could really come out with big discount schemes?
See, beyond Nikunj, I have been in this business for quite some time, and my experience has been that beyond a point, discount doesn't make a sale. Discount, what happens is the customer is in the market to buy a car and he has decided to buy a car. Discount makes a difference after that, but discount cannot bring out a customer to buy a car. It's not like a, let's say, an FMCG or a apparel group where you see a little more money and go and buy a car. People who are already in the market to buy a car get attracted by discount and the market share gets redistributed, but it doesn't bring fresh customers to market. Today, if you ask me what is the pain of the market, main trouble or difficulty with the market is that the first time buyers are not buying cars. Exchange customers are delaying the car buying, delaying the exchange. Typically our data says that in 7 to 8 years, 58 odd customers exchange their cars. Now that time is increasing. People say, okay, I have a car, let me hold on for 1 more year. So 1 more year postpones, that affects the whole cycle of buying. And this generally does not get affected much by the discounts on offer. Discount is just satisfied, like in a festival season as a token of gesture you give higher discounts. But I have never seen discount making a sustainable difference in the market. What happens is you prepone the demand. If you're going to offer higher discount in April, May sale will come in April and May will be in trouble. So nothing much happens with high discounts.
Final question, most of the research
That's
reports...
why you see we have paired our discounts last 3 months. Our discounts are modest and sales you could see has not been affected.
Okay, so final question, Mayank, and I promise this is the last question. Most of the research reports I've read on Maruti, the bullish analysts are of the view that interest rates will come down and that will kickstart the car demand. Is there a direct correlation between low interest rates and car demand?
Yeah, there is a definitely, because car buying, 73% customers take loan to buy a car, and lower interest means there are lower acquisition costs, which brings more customers. There's a fact. But there are many other factors which will work together to bring. You just can't say interest rates come down by 1%, demand will go by X%. That type of correlation direct is not possible, because it is an interplay of many other factors like fuel prices, general sentiments, income levels, which together make the marketing mix, in which interest rate is important part actually.